My name is Joel Pitkowsky, and I'm the Rabbi of Congregation Beth Israel in Worcester, Massachusetts. Thank you for watching this podcast and for caring enough about Judaism to want to learn more. I hope that through our adult education classes, our newly revised website, our Shabbat, holiday, and weekday prayer services, our Gemilut Chasadim, our acts of love and kindness, and everything else we do at Beth Israel, your knowledge of Judaism and enthusiasm for it will be increased. I know how much meaning and purpose Judaism has added to my life, and I can only hope that it does the same for you as well. I want to devote this first podcast to one specific religious text. In the modern world, a synagogue does so many things. It educates us, it provides us with a place to gather as a religious community, gives us friendship and a sense of meaning, and it strengthens our connections to Israel. And given all of these tasks that a synagogue can do, it's not surprising that so many of us forget about one of the fundamental reasons for the existence of synagogues, so that people can draw closer to God and to Judaism. And how is it that Jews draw closer to God? Through prayer and study. Another time I will speak with you about some thoughts I have concerning prayer in general. Right now, though, I want to share with you one of my favorite Psalms, Psalm 30. The book of Psalms, contained in the third section of the Hebrew Bible, the Tanakh, contains some of the most beautiful poetry ever written. Jewish tradition says that King David wrote the Psalms, and whether or not that's true, the power of these poems is unmistakable. The Psalms speak to the experience of humanity. Whatever it is a human being can experience, the Psalms can help us through it. Psalms can guide us, can provide solace, can inspire us, and can lift us up when we are down. Many of the Psalms are quoted either a verse at a time or entire Psalms in our prayer book or Siddur. The entire Kabbalat Shabbat service on Friday night is full of Psalms. The preliminary service every morning, the special holiday Hallel service, contains a series of Psalms. I would like to share with you the words of Psalm 30. I hope that you have opened up or printed the page of text that was attached to this podcast. If you have not, please open up a Bible to Psalm 30 or open your Siddur. I cannot list all the pages that might appear on the Siddur that you have in front of you, but it is in the preliminary service immediately before the mourner's Kaddish and the prayer Baruch She'amar. I find great power in this psalm because it speaks to one of the conditions of human existence we will all encounter in our lives: illness. A teacher of mine once said that many people split up the world into two groups, the sick and the healthy. And he said this wasn't really true. The world is actually split up into the sick and the not yet sick. This reality permeates the psalm. If you have the text I provided, look at number 2. I extol you, God, for you raised me up. You did not permit foes to rejoice over me. The psalm is telling us that God is with us in times of sorrow. And when we pray to God, when we turn to God, God turns to us as well. The psalm continues, God, I cried out and you healed me. You saved me from the pit of death. The Hebrew actually says that God raised me up from the pit of death. So what can these words mean? To me, the psalm is sharing a worldview that understands God as having a role in our lives, no matter how terrible the circumstances. God can be there for us to be raised, to give us a hand, even when we fear that we are all alone. Look at what I label number 5. For God's anger lasts a moment, divine love is lifelong. Tears may linger for a night, but joy comes with the dawn. What a beautiful verse, acknowledging that sometimes life contains great sorrow, but providing us with a window of hope and understanding that life continues, that tomorrow is another day, that tomorrow the sun may shine. That is an incredible gift. That is how I read this phrase, tears may linger for a night, joy comes with the dawn. Number 6 describes what it feels like to be alone and shares the idea that as long as God is with you, you're never truly alone. Favor me, and I am a mountain of strength. Hide your face, God, and I am terrified. No matter what is happening in our lives, and no matter how alone we may feel, God can be with any one of us as long as we allow God to be. The psalm ends with these beautiful words. You transformed my mourning into dancing, my sackcloth into robes of joy, that I might sing your praise unceasingly, that I might thank you, my God, forever. The writer of these words knows a powerful truth, that God and the action of our turning toward God can have a profound impact on our lives. It cannot make death disappear. It cannot turn bad news into good, but it can remind us that good in the world exists and that all of the pain we are feeling needs to be acknowledged and understood. Once the pain is acknowledged, hopefully we will be in a better position to see the light at the end of the tunnel and to realize that hope still exists, love still exists, purpose and meaning in life still exist. Those are the things, together with our family, friends, and community, that can truly raise us up when we are feeling low. Those are the things that God can do for all of us if we only give God a chance. Thank you.